Okay, so I'm really excited to kind of share how I really started recognizing in myself that I was an emotional eater. How I learned that this cycle of self-sabotage when it came to food and my results and how I felt about fitness and my health and my weight, how that all had a lot to do with how I was feeling and how I was coping with things. So a little backstory. When I started my health and fitness journey 4 years ago, I was a full-time mom of a toddler and a 5-year-old, and my husband is a shift worker, and I was full-time in real estate. So life was extremely busy. I was not feeling like my best self. I was carrying around an extra 50 pounds of weight, and that was a result of a lot of obviously unhealthy choices, but also really not recognizing in myself that I wasn't dealing with the emotions that I was feeling every single day. And instead of dealing with them, I was eating them. So, maybe, if you're a tired mom, you can relate, or even just a tired working woman, that feeling when you get to the end of the day after the longest day and it feels like everything is going wrong. And you sit down on that couch, the kids are in bed, and you let out this big sigh of relief and you feel like, oh, I made it. I did it. I got through this day. I'm going to treat myself with a Netflix show and a snack, probably not cucumbers and hummus, more like chips, popcorn, chocolate, those kinds of things. And that was how I was living kind of in this cycle of rewarding myself for just surviving the day. And that wasn't really how I saw myself or how I wanted to be as a mom, as a working woman, as a wife. I really wanted there to be more to it than just me getting through every single day and me not feeling comfortable in my body and regretting those choices the next day. So I had to kind of do some soul searching when I started to figure out that fitness was not the only answer to me getting my weight healthier and on track. I was working out 6, 7 days a week from home, doing really great workouts that were total body, but I wasn't looking at those workouts as a way to get healthier and stronger and, protect my bones and increase my metabolism. I was looking at it as a way to lose weight. And the second that I realized that my food had way more to do with my weight than actual exercise, I was like, okay. So I had to do, again, some soul searching. I talked to some people that I love, and I talked about some of the habits that I was forming. Some of the things like nighttime snacking when it wasn't really that I was hungry. It was more that it was a habit. It was a way of coping with the day instead of talking about the things that were bothering me or reading things and finding ways to relax that actually, you know, lifted my spirits up instead of made me feel guilty the next day. So when I changed the name of this page, it was originally Lindsay Fortney Fitness because I fell in love with fitness. And then I realized there are so many women out there who I feel like could benefit from me sharing kind of the real struggle of being a mom who is a bit of an emotional eater and how I have learned to kind of cope with that or overcome a lot of it. You can hear my puppy. He's bouncing into the table as I do this video. But I was like, there's a better way. Like, I know that I'm doing these things. Like, I've found these tricks to kind of combat my nighttime eating. I've found these ways to start my day, things like gratitude journaling and a short meditation with an easy app that I found on my phone, that were starting my days off with less stress and less anxiety. And then really talking about this and acknowledging that it was an actual problem for me, that yeah, I was self-sabotaging myself after getting really good results and having tools and support. And once I started talking about it, I felt so much better. It was out there for me to share. And you guys and the people that follow my page and reach out to me, my coaches, my clients, I'm so grateful for having your support. And I like to laugh through motherhood and enjoy some funny moments along the way, share some things that make my life easier. So I wanted to just take a minute and explain how I, kind of branded myself as this beyond emotional eating a guru. I'm not a guru, but I'm learning as I go. And I'm so grateful for you joining me along the journey. So I hope that you enjoyed this short story about how we got here. And I hope you join in for even more stories to come. Take care.